What's your favorite app then?
Offer up.
Offer
Um, okay, so Lois wants the mirror for inside, and so I don't use it for the weight room anymore. And so we're gonna take and we're gonna build a frame for this and make it to where you can stand it up in the corner. I guess in the living room.
in the living room, yeah.
Yeah. The background on the mirror. Remember this is the mirror that we had in our bathroom.
Yeah.
So it was actually turned this way in the bathroom, and we redid the bathroom, and so I didn't know what to do with it, and I didn't want to break it, and I didn't know how to throw it out, so I was like, man, I'll just hang it up in the garage. And that's when we were converting this into the gym before. So I guess it's repurposing.
Yeah, it's repurposed. So we're about to go take a little trip to Home Depot, and we're gonna take you guys along to see.
No kind of virus.
What's today, man?
It's the Pentecost.
What does that mean?
It's the day we celebrate the Holy Spirit, the gift of the Holy Spirit. I thought it was something else, but.
What'd you think it was?
I don't know, but when you said it earlier, I thought we was out there picking some up at Walmart or something. You can stop at Walmart and pick one up.
Stop.
Well, because the way you said it was just fast.
Oh, okay.
I was like, huh?
We're headed to pick up some coffee, right?
Yeah, we're gonna pick you up some coffee.
Yeah, because Rico doesn't like coffee. He doesn't drink coffee. His coffee is Coke, right?
A soda.
Or a tea.
Yeah, or a tea.
That's his caffeine.
Rack them up.
$9.50.
Thank you, sir. You racking up the points, Lois?
I am. I don't even know how many points I have.
I don't either, but that's what he just told me because I gave him the number.
Oh, look, my cup looks like a sippy cup.
Yeah, because they're trying to get rid of straws. That's the new deal now.
Oh.
So there are no straws. Let you burn your lip.
5 cents your change. Here's chocolate chip banana bread.
Oh, thank you.
Have a great morning.
You too.
Thank you.
Hey, just so we know, he did not say anything about chocolate chip when he first sold the banana bread.
And I don't like chocolate.
I know, and right now I was just like, I know he did her greasy because I know you don't like them.
It's okay. Let's see how much chocolate is in there. Let's see. Here we are. This is Rico's favorite store.
It is?
It's not too packed.
No. Like something like this, right? We do something like that, and we get a smaller one to come across, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we need some support to make it stronger, to make it kind of beefier.
Mm-hmm.
Then we take so I'm gonna lay this down. I lay it down like that. I'm gonna cut it up or whatever to the side. We'll lay it down. And then we'll use this. Cause I'm gonna do once I put the angles on it, I'm gonna do pocket holes right here.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll screw it in through here, but we want to give it some support, so it's gonna come up at an angle. So then I'm gonna take these and right along like that.
Okay.
And so then we lay the mirror inside of that thing right there, and then I'll cut little brackets, like little wooden brackets, and I'll miter them so that I can leave enough gap for the mirror. And this is what I'm thinking so far. And then I'll screw those brackets in. That'll be a support.
Okay.
This is what I'm thinking about off the top of my head. We don't want we don't want them to do, like these. Yeah, these we want kind of plain because it'll be the back side. But this will be the front side. So we kind of want like some knots and just like some. It gives it character. It gives the piece some character. You know, so it'll look a little different. And then later on, if we want to stain it, or if you decide to stain it, even a light color stain, to where we bring out that stuff right there, like kind of like leave it the tint or the color that you want, but just kind of highlight the
Oh,
imperfections.
so we can do that? We can leave it the color I want, but it'll
Yeah, we have to just look at the stains. What kind of stains?
Okay.
So we want to see if we want to find like something like this. See, it's neutral. It's kind of it's the same color as the wood, but what it'll do is it'll make all your little dark marks shine through better or accent better.
Yeah, I really don't want to change the color. I really want to keep it the way it is.
So we'll get this one right here, but we're gonna go. We won't need so much. So here, there's natural wood.
Okay.
Pocket hole jig, and what it does is it clamps onto the wood. We'll clamp it onto the wood, and it's able to give me these kind of holes right here where they cut at an angle into the wood, and it helps you join two pieces of wood seamlessly. I cut out the frame, the outside of the frame of the edge yesterday or last night, and found out that they're slightly off a little bit, some of my angles. So I got some wood filler, and it almost worked out best because a lot of people have that issue where they don't quite get that right angle on them corners. Yeah. So you see right here, the little gap right here. Mm-hmm. And so this will be here to support it once it's all said and done over the back side. But you'll have a little gap on the front side. And so the front side will put that wood filler in there.
So which, Sheldon, which one?
I just picked that one up. You can just pick whatever. Just what you want to do is let it match the color of the wood you're using. Mm-hmm. And so ours is like a natural wood. And so once I'm done, I'll fill in the sides and the edges, but I'll make sure that the whole thing's done before I put that in there. And then I'm gonna sand that down. And then we'll put the seal over it, or this.
Oh, the stain. Yeah.
We're 42 this way and 58 that way. So to give us a quarter of an inch at least all the way around, and if a little bit more on the top. And so that'll sit inside of here. And so then I figured, I've never done this before, so I don't know. So if any of your people think that I'm like, tell them first, like disclaimers, let them know that it's our first time.
Well, you tell them. Yeah.
This is the first time we're doing this, so.
It's disclaimer.
I learned how to use that machine. Well, I looked up how to use that machine, so it's called a router.
But that's pretty much what he always does, though. Like.
Yeah. So.
He doesn't know how to do it, and then he'll go on YouTube, look it up, or Google, and then he does it. So.
Yeah. And so this part right here, my thought was to take, because I wanted to kind of keep it all uniform, and so I wanted to make the brackets that hold the mirror in place out of the same wood. So with this router thing right here, what it does is it's gonna shave off like most of the edge off this wood right here. And then once I do that, then I'll take these pieces and I'll cut these individually. But it's easier to get this edge cut off when it's a whole piece, I think. Because I could just imagine like trying to like clamp down these little tiny pieces and cut across. So I figured if I put it in a big piece and then cut the whole thing like router or whatever they call that, trim it or whatever it is, all the way through it. I'm making pocket holes for this part right here. And I got this machine right here. It's not a machine, it's just a little set. And then it's so that you don't.
Oh yeah, this is the one that you guys saw us that we picked up at Home Depot.
And so what it does is basically, and it has little instructions in there on how to do it. So it's not that big a deal. And then I've had my own drill for it, so I didn't buy this new. I did pick that up for $80 on OfferUp. Holla back. And just when I say that I've never done stuff like this, I have done stuff like this. I've been in, I took wood shop for 3 years. Mr. Bolt, Mr. Roberts, thank y'all. Appreciate you.
We spent about how much total with everything?
Uh,
About a little over $100.
We spent $12 today.
Well, no,
No, it was
total.
not.
No, for everything, the lumber and the tools you needed.
Oh yeah,
I would say
that
about
tool.
100.
It was 100 because that tool right there was $30.
Yeah.
So I mean, that really actually was 39, almost $40. So this was really the most expensive thing. The wood itself. If someone has this, or if one of your friends are doing it, they can come borrow this.
Look at him.
I mean, you can't really break that. It's just if you're doing a project, holler. So, but
And y'all let us know if y'all want us to show y'all more DIYs, if that's something that you guys are interested in. I thought it was interesting because...
And that's all I do is DIY.
Yeah, he does DIY. Like, the next DIY he's doing is he's building a gazebo.
Yeah.
That's
again,
gonna be crazy.
Because it was like 13, 14, 1500. The one that I wanted was like almost 4,000, so I'm gonna build one.
Yeah, he's gonna
Because
build
what
one.
happened was, my friend, he was trying to build a man cave like mine, but then he got in trouble with his wife. She said, "No man cave for you, baby."
But she should.
Yeah.
That's how he should have brought it up to her.
Well, he fell off on that one because he didn't get no shed. And so, he had all this lumber, and some of the lumber were these huge 6x6 posts that are 8 feet. So it'll be like I'll do 1.5 down. So it'll be about 6.5 feet at the lowest point, but then from there it'll peak up, and it'll be a gazebo that's like 10 by 12.
Yeah.
Here. So I'm gonna do one more here, and I'm measuring for that right now.
Okay. And then you're gonna put the wood filler in first, or what?
No,
Or
that's
the
gonna be
after?
last. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Once we get, I'll get the brackets. I'll get all that stuff. Then I'll kind of put it together without the mirror, and then I'll go through and we'll sand it down a little bit, like the rough edges. Actually, no, I'll put the filler in, and then we'll sand down the rough edges.
And then you stain it.
And then
Ah, okay.
and then I put rough edges right there, and so you kind of want to get those off.
Oh yeah, they did it quick.
And then look, it even put an angle to it, and that's what'll mess you up. And like, just to be honest, that's kind of what I did over there. That's what I was like, let me sand it and clean it. I shouldn't have cleaned it up. I should just put it together. But between you and me, that's what I did on that.
Trial and error, folks. Trial.
So, he was waiting for something more dramatic. That's how it is. When you, see, my wood's a little bent. See, it has a little art to it. And sometimes your wood, it'll come out like that. Now, if you don't have time to straighten it out, the easiest thing to do is to put it this way, where the bend, like it arches this way towards you. And then what you'll do is you'll put maybe like cause I know it's a bit overkill, but I'm doing pocket holes or pocket screws from the sides. Then I'm doing screws all around the edges. So on this one, when I have this arc right here on this piece of wood. Now, like I said, I do know a little bit about wood. This is new stuff right here. So on the wood, I'll put a screw here, and I'll just work my way down, and I'll put pressure down. And if you see, as I put the pressure down and I shoot the nail through, it'll be flat then. So it's not now, but it will be.
Okay.
to do now is I'm gonna take these brackets and I'm gonna shave with these pieces of wood and I'm gonna shave them down to where one side has a lip that's just the thickness of that mirror. So that when I bring these down like that, they kind of wedge in there against
to hold
here
it
and the mirror that I had. So this is 10 right here. I figured 10 would be just fine. I can go 3 at the bottom, 3 at the top, and then 2 on the sides, and that'll give it like the leaning support and then side to side, whatever. So there's 10 right there, right? But when I just looked at it right now, they're too wide here. So what I'm gonna do is with that router thingy. If any of your friends know what they're doing, they better not be laughing at me. It's called a router, a trimmer router, whatever. So I'm gonna trim or route whatever inside of here, and then cut I'm gonna have to cut these down the middle because I'm seeing that right now they're too long.
But isn't that a good thing? Because then it would give it
more rigidity.
Yeah. Because it's not like we're gonna see it, you know, because it's.
Yeah, I guess you do have a point, Miss Lo.lately. So I guess my thing here would be is how would I, because that router thingy. Okay. Challenge. It's shaving off because I put the width of the mirror. So right now it's gonna go through and it's shaving off all right here. I got that lined up and I'm gonna shave off the whole width of the mirror right here.
Wow.
And that's what this
With
does.
that little.
With the little router. Don't be making fun of me, Lois. So I went ahead and routed this, whatever you call it. I mean this part right here, the edge, and I did all the way up here. There's different levels because I'm gonna do 10 pieces, and the ones long ways are gonna be a different different measurement than the other ones. And I know it's wood, but having like a little felt pad all around it, like it's on the inside, it's not visible. So we can put like little, you know, they have like those little felt like dots. And we just stick them right there, and then we can also put them right here, like this part that it's gonna go over the mirror part on the back.
A question that I have, because it's gonna be on the floor, leaning right on the wall. So do we have to put anything on the bottom of it?
Yeah, there's gonna
so that it doesn't slip or.
Yeah, we're gonna put like rubber feet at the bottom of it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Staining, and I was just saying to Lowe's, I don't know much about staining, but I don't know much about any of this, so we're gonna try with this little brush right here and see how it works.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so I took the longest nap ever. I've been up since, well, Rico and I have been up since 5:30 in the morning, and you saw that I put the stain on the mirror, on the front of the mirror, and I passed out. I had set a timer, passed out. I'm now awake. I'm gonna go check. I texted Rico and he's like, I already did the back. So that's drying. Let's go check it out and see what it looks like. I really like how it turned out. It's dry. It's still a little damp. But you see how it just brought out like just the natural color of the wood. I really like this. I was telling Rico earlier that I'm thinking about having him make us a dining room table from the same wood. He said he would definitely do it, so I'm excited about that. We're gonna head to Home Depot in a bit and pick up the felt he was talking about to help also secure the mirror. He also cleaned the mirror. See, it had Jesus Loves You on there. He cleaned it. So yeah, I'm so excited to see the end result, to show you guys the end result. Look at my hair. So, ooh, look at those Rico's churros.
But they're not mine.
Yeah, they're not ours.
They just
Back
mean
there,
they
that's our churro spot. Is
Oh, yeah.
that place right there?
But you have to make sure that you don't. When they say los quieres preparados, you don't want them preparados because they put everything on there. And so by the time you get home, it's all soggy. What you do is say, no, dámelo al lado.
Yeah.
And that means give it to me on the side.
Man, it's packed up in here. Are you guys like shopping? Are y'all going in stores, with this whole pandemic situation? Or are you just ordering online? Are you doing curbside? Let us know.
Us?
We're kind of, we've been going into the stores, right? We put our masks on, and we're diligent about when we come out, we put our hand sanitizer on before we don't touch our faces.
I touch my face all the time.
Yeah, but you've gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
You've gotten a lot better.
And you've gotten better at recognizing it, so I appreciate it. Look, I got my wallet right here. I'm at the pro spot because I got my pro card.
Oh, he's a pro.
They better get out my face.
Yeah.
Don't judge me because I'm in a Camry.
So we've added the felt to all the corners. Why are you putting the holes in the wood?
They're I don't know if it's called pirate holes or whatever. They're just so that when I put these screws into here, because it's a thin piece of wood to begin with, and it's not very wide at that. So sometimes if you put the screw in there, it'll split the wood on you. So I just figured I'd put the hole in there and then put the screw in and give me less chance of it splitting.
Okay.
Whenever you're recording me, do you get my toes?
No.
Okay.
Why? Because you haven't had your pedicure yet?
Yeah, I did need some work.
Okay. It's that quarantine life. No pedicures over here.
Man, we ran into a snafu here. Some of these blocks, even the ones that I thought I had cut in too big, which they ended up being too big. See the little thing right there. Also, because of the felt, I didn't take into account the size. See that felt down there? Right here. That felt right there is adding to the thickness. So now these little blocks are basically sitting at an angle if I put a screw in them. Look at that. And that's just silly looking. So can't have that. So I got another piece here. It only took about 5 minutes, 10 minutes yesterday, so I'm gonna do that again. Finish this bad whip. That's the mirror right there. It's already in. So I'm gonna knock out these blocks, chop them all up, and then gazebo time. So that's it. $35 worth of material. Those tools, and actually I already used that other tool to do something else, so it's already making itself useful. So
But that's our after right there.